All right. When it rains, it pours. Okay, so we got Patti Smith here. It's like, you know, this is her first out. This is like around 75, you know. So I have some other, I have all her records really. Wave, here's the later one, Dream of Life. So here we go, yeah, Patti Smith. So, but she's also known as a writer, and I'm going to read from this book, Wool Gathering, which came out as a Hahnemann book, but I went up to San Francisco one time and I bought. I looked, I looked for a trade and ended up getting the Patti Smith book. I just go, what the hell? So let's look. Okay, so yeah, we're running. I'm gonna have to make a new list here, but so let me see. Patti Smith. Okay, so everyone knows Patti Smith. Born December 30th, 1946. She's a singer, songwriter, poet, painter, author, photographer. Her debut album "Horses" made her an influential member of the New York City-based punk rock movement. Smith has fused rock and poetry in her work. In '78, her most widely known song "Because the Night," co-written with Bruce Springsteen, reached number 13 on the charts and number 5 in the UK singles chart. She was named a commander of the Order de Arts et des Lettres by the French Ministry of Culture. In 2007, she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. In 2010, Smith won the National Book Award for her memoir, Just Kids. That's probably like I think is the best book that she wrote. And her poetry's okay. And oh yeah, she's partly Irish. That's interesting. So let's see. Wool Gathering. So let's see. As far as her books, she has a Cowboy Mouth, Seventh Heaven, some early poems, Wit. A lot of people had that book. But Babel, Wool Gathering '92, and this is like a new version. Oh, M Train's another good one. But yeah, so this came out in New Directions. So what's this? Oh, okay. So glasses. Oh, here we go. So wool gathering. The wool gatherers. There was a field. There was a hedge composed of great bushes framing my view. The hedge I regarded as sacred, the stronghold of the spirit. The field I revered as well, with its high, beckoning grass and powerful bend. Beyond, to the right, was an orchard, and to the left, a whitewashed barn with the words "Hoedown Hall" above the double doors. Here on Sunday evenings, we would all meet and dance to the fiddler and the fiddler's call. Later, after my bath, my mother would comb my hair, and I would say my prayers, and she'd tuck me in. I'd wait till all was quiet, then I'd rise, mount a chair, push aside the cloth that covered my window, and continue my prayers, wandering to greet my God. On clear, peculiar nights, I sometimes saw movement in the grasses. At first, I thought it was to be the swipe of a white owl. So this book has a lot of pictures and stuff too. The white owl, or the great pale wings of a Luna moth, spreading and folding like medieval habit. But it came to me one night that they were people like none I've ever seen in a strange, archaic cap and dress. I used to think I could see the white of their bonnets and at times a hand and the ask of grasping, illuminated by the moon and the stars or the light from a passing car. So yeah, this book. So yeah, I guess this book's a pretty interesting book for Patti Smith. I would suggest checking it out. Wool Gathering, Patti Smith, and definitely check out her music and Just Kids because I think it's her best book for sure. But let's see. Let's see. Is there anything about? So I met Patti Smith. I mean, she did a record signing maybe like 1978. You know, when she had, I think Wave had just come out, maybe her third album, and I remember she went. There was a licorice pizza that's a mile away from where I am right now, and she was there, and I remember her riding a bike, and she signed a few records, and just kind of being. And I think they were playing either the Golden Bear or the the somewhere in Hollywood that night. So because they didn't play the Golden Bear around that time, and so Patti Smith. So I mean, she kind of went away, and then I used to have a post office in the Soho district in New York and stuff over Prince Street Station, and she lived not too far away. I think she lived on that one street. What was it? Let's see. Prince Street Station. Prince Street Station. Yeah, let's get a map here. So, yeah, where are we? Yeah, Prince Street Station. Okay, so if you walk, I used to walk down. I mean, I used to walk down Broadway in Houston, and I guess I used to walk down Spring Street. Yeah, the Williamsburg Bridge kind of like lets you right out into like Spring, and what's is that street? Okay, so yeah, where the Apple store is now. That's where the mail. What street is that? Oh yeah, no, that's not it. So Prince Street Station. Oh yeah, on Green Street. So yeah, Mercer was where the Angelic is. So I'd walk by there sometimes too, and then pop out. And right where the Apple Soho is. That's where Prince Street Station. The post office box was there. So it's either moved or is no more. Or I would take the train and pop out there on Prince Street Station, the subway line. And but I would walk down Prince Street. Oh, she lived on probably McDougal or whatever that next street is. Because I would walk. Sometimes I would walk around that way. Now that's West Houston. Okay, so yeah, she lived she might have lived on Thompson Street. So I don't know what does it say. Yeah, she lives on McDougal Street. Yeah, so she must live like there's a school right there. She's lived somewhere in the middle, like 50 McDougal or somewhere. Because I had a post office box there for 4 or 5 years, so I would see her all the time. So, and then when I was in New York, that's when she started playing again. Like she would do like her birthday's December 30th. At the end of the year, she would do a show at the Bowery Ballroom, and I remember my friend Elizabeth was going to see her, and then I don't think I had seen her very much at that time. I think I saw her at Santa Monica Pier once, and I've seen her at the Orpheum once. But but I think before that, I saw her read at St. Mark's Poetry Project a few times, and usually at that, New Year's Day reading that they have every year. So and I'm just trying to remember. I might have seen her other times, but I've seen her quite a number of times now. I've seen her. I was hanging out with her at Beach Goth backstage when she played there. So, but it's kind of yeah. I mean, and then you got all these records now. So, but she's an icon. She's one of the great. like I tell people, I mean, yeah, that Irving Welsh reading was really good, but some of the best readers I've seen were Allen Ginsberg, Patti Smith, and Jim Carroll. I think they were way better than a lot of people. So yeah, definitely check out World Gathering. Check out her other books, Just Kids. Um, she's definitely, there's the punk rock connection too. You can check out her music. So I'm a big fan. I didn't really understand Patti Smith when I was a kid, but I'm into it now.